Jide Olugbodi is a former Brentford player. He's live on the show today. Glad to have you on the program, Jide. Quickly, let me start by asking you, Liverpool may not have to wait until the end of the season to be crowned champions, and this is because Arsenal is no longer giving a fight in the Premier League title race with 2 consecutive draws, first against Everton and then against Brentford. Some persons would say perhaps the Gunners seem to have turned their attention fully to the Champions League.
Yes, Promise. It's a pleasure to be with you. Yes, you're right. I think Arteta is concentrating on the Champions League now. He probably knows that he doesn't have enough games to catch up with Liverpool anymore. You can see it in the performances and the changes he was making and the substitutions. Even the lineup revealed it over the weekend as well. So it's safe to say that he's put all his 2025 eggs in the Champions League basket, and I hope it works out for him on Wednesday.
All right. Well, Manchester United did not feature goalkeeper Andre Onana at the weekend, and yet they conceded 4 goals with Altay Bayinda in goal. Does this confirm Onana was never the problem in the first place?
I said it once on the show that the problem of Manchester United goes beyond Onana. Onana could be culpable for some goals, but we can see already, I mean, it was like the Red Sea parting. I mean, the way the goals came against Manchester United yesterday, I mean, it typified the whole season, really. So to defend properly, you defend from the front. And I've said it also that he's a very good coach. But I know the system is trying to play. I'm not sure you can play it successfully in the Premiership, especially when you have players like Eriksen who don't have the legs anymore. So there's not enough protection for the back 3 or back 4, whatever way he plays as well. And you can see, it's a whole lot of rebuilding that needs to take place in Manchester United, Promise.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Nottingham Forest crashing right in the Forest at home to Everton. That was a surprise result, but Kevin De Bruyne leading Manchester City to that incredible 5-2 comeback win over Crystal Palace was beautiful, Jide.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, I agree with you. When you have De Bruyne playing at his best, I think if you want to see the best of him, that's what we saw on Saturday. We saw that last week as well. Driving, box to box, playing, doing those one-touch passes as well without looking. So, yes, I think Manchester is going to go for it towards the end of the season now. And for Nottingham Forest, I watched their game. They've dropped 6 points in 2. That's a huge blow because right now you've got the likes of Aston Villa, you've got Chelsea breathing down their necks now. You've got Manchester City right up there. So from being in a comfortable position now, they're now in a position where, they can't really sit pretty now. They can't afford to drop any more points, if you ask me, Promise.
That's true. And you just talked about the table. Now you take a look at what the table looks like. The Nottingham still very much in 3rd position, but they have to watch their back because they are now just 1 point above Newcastle United, who've been able to push themselves up into the top 4 with Manchester City now on number 5. But the good news here for these teams is that for next season's Champions League, England will be presenting 5 teams, and maybe, just maybe, Manchester City is safe with their number 5 position at this time. But let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur and their inconsistency this season. It continued at the weekend with that 4-2 loss to Wolves, and it's looking like manager Ange Postecoglou may be out of a job sooner than later.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And it's the old saying in Tottenham, blame the boss. They always blame the manager every time. So it's easy to blame one person than to blame the structure of the coaches as well. We saw the players look lost. For me, the last few games, they've been like that. And it typifies their performance. Like you said, it's neither here nor there. And you never know what Tottenham Hotspur team that is going to show up on a given day. I mean, it's a tough season. It's been tough for them. And if he was going to get the sack now, I'm sure that even he himself will not be able to complain because, hey, bottom and with Arsenal on the other side, of North London doing very well. I mean, I don't see how he will escape the chop. Promise.
Okay, now let's talk about Chelsea, who should be winning games against teams like Ipswich Town, but the Blues had to fight back from 2 goals down at Stamford Bridge to get a 2-2 draw and a point. But now their Champions League hopes is hanging in the balance. What's the conversation like in London?
Well, it's the same thing. Chelsea spend a lot of money over there, buying a lot of players. Every time it's always bring money in, money out, players go in and out. And there's no consistency, there's no structure. And the only thing is you cannot buy titles. That's what we've seen several times now. And with the young players, it's a young squad. It's a different thing being the underdogs, to being a contender. So the club, started the season with, we're rebuilding, we're starting, and then suddenly came with good results, and everybody started talking of, this is the Chelsea revolution again. And I think the pressure has got into the players. We saw it over the weekend. We should be beating Ipswich, but as you've seen, well, I don't know. It's looking like it's going to be tough to get in the Champions League, promise.
Absolutely. And just a quick confirmation of the table again. Today, Liverpool are just 1 game away from winning winning the Premier League title. If they get to win their next game, they will be champion. Like we said earlier, Arsenal seem to have taken their focus off the Premier League, and 2 draws back-to-back, not helping their points tally to see if they can catch up with Liverpool. Perhaps if they had won the last 2 games, Liverpool would not be talking about winning the title if they win their next game. Nottingham Forest still in 3rd position. Newcastle United really getting themselves in that top 4 mix, and Manchester City really fighting back to ensure that even if they are not in contention for the title, they are among the big boys in the Premier League. Let me say thank you to you, Jide, for being a part of the show today. From our Brentford player, thank you for being a part of the show this lovely Monday evening. Thank you.
You're welcome, Promise.